Hi, everybody. It's Mary Adams from Co-Creator Network and Empower Your Life Today. And we have an incredible interview with an incredible friend of mine, Gurutej. And Gurutej and I have been connected for years. And those of you that follow me and have been following me for a long time, as you know, Gurutej always has the most delicious and yummy tools to help bring us back into alignment and to live a better life. And Gurutej, I'm so excited to have you here because you have something new that I love the name of it, Empower Your Essence. Tell us about Empower Your Essence.
Well, it's the foundation of everything, isn't it? We all know what it feels like to feel frantic and overwhelmed and, too much to do, not enough time to do it. It's like, and we know that that is not an empowered state, but it always feels like it takes too much time to get empowered, and I don't have the time. That's what I've heard from so many people. The two things I hear the most is, how do I turn my mind off? And I don't have the time. So empower your essence is really to be able to give you, everybody really who's smart, knows that if you feel empowered and calm inside of yourself, you can get so much more done because you're not backtracking all the time, because you're not forgetting, because you're not, if we could see ourselves, etherically, we kind of look like those cartoons with it going like bing, bing, short circuiting. And then we don't get the things done that we really want to get done. And we're not present. I heard Oprah say a really interesting thing, and she was on Jimmy Fallon the other night. And she said, don't go so fast that you miss this time. And he didn't hear her. And she said again, she said, I missed it. She said, I was so busy with what I was doing, I didn't enjoy it. I didn't appreciate it. I wasn't present for it. And I'm hoping that he heard her, but that we each hear that, we can just keep going like this, and I don't mean just eating. I mean, like if I just take more in, it will all be okay. Or if I just do more, it will all be okay. As opposed to how do we get ourselves, how do we allow ourselves, and how do we have the tools to take ourselves down to a very calm place and feed our parasympathetic nervous system, which is the nervous system that allows us to receive, to be, to get juicy and luscious and present, just like what we're doing with each other, like, being here with each other, right? And not just feeling like, the sympathetic nervous system helps you. That's why it's sympathetic. It's sympathetic to our do. And after a while, we're exhausted by our own doing. I mean, how many of you out there think about everything you've done for the day and it makes you tired just thinking about it, right? I mean, yes, really, we do this and we go, oh my God. So empower your essence isn't about doing less. It's about understanding that when we're doing so much, we tend to rob ourselves. Because it's like, oh, I have to do this. This person needs this. My children need this. My job needs this. This needs this. And there's no you inside of this. And so there's the starvingness of the essence of the self. And once that self, you get to look at it in a very strategic way. And just understand that it doesn't mean, oh my God, I can't take all this time. I can't stop my life and do this. I don't want you to. I want you to actually know tools that can get you back to you quickly. I want you to understand that if you make a date that feeds your passions once a month, that you do something that you want to do, even if it's go be by yourself somewhere. I was talking with a friend last night. She said, there was this movie about this woman who just wanted a room that was hers, where she could do whatever she wanted in that room and nobody could comment on it, right? She could just be her in that room. And how many women reclaim afterwards, their children leave home, and they have a sewing room or an art room or something. Their children's bedroom is gone, and it becomes that. But what I'm saying is that even if you have a date with yourself for 1 hour, once a week, that you allow yourself to go to the library, to take a walk with nobody talking to you, that you can actually experience the pleasure of just being with you, not rehashing what you should be doing or you could be doing, but to set up the stage for you to be nourished. Yes, going to a spa is really good, but it doesn't have to be that every time. It needs to be you. What do you need? So there's many components to empower your essence, and you get to pick, like, okay, how could I eat better so I don't feel like hell, after I eat, or that I'm not getting the energy that I need from my food, so therefore I eat a lot of sugar and I drink a lot of coffee, and you're taking out your adrenals and you wonder why you don't sleep well at night. And it's this vicious circle, and how to pick one place where you get to change that circle. It's like pulling the domino out, right? Pulling the thing out that will impact the whole rest of your life. And it's not the same for everybody. But once you see what yours is, and the great thing with this program is you have an option to do 2 phone sessions with me. So we get to work on this, on you, like this is for you, and how to work for you so that this is the most powerful for you. Right?
What a blessing. What a blessing. And there's nothing greater, there's no greater gift in life than falling in love with yourself and being present for yourself and making good choices, conscious choices for ourselves, and learning how to do that. We're not often taught how to do that, especially.
We're not taught at all. That's the scary thing. It's like,
exactly.
It's like, in first grade, you don't get this thing like, you need to do this. That's why I actually, my mantra is, I want to make everyone their own energy guru. But nobody knows what that means.
Right.
Because we don't know. We talk about recycling stuff, right? Reuse, renew, recycle, right? We don't know how to recycle our own energy. When we get upset about something, we have the option to stuff it, to act out, or to call somebody who will listen to us, or email them, or text them, or whatever you do, right? Or, I want to give you other options of what to do with that are none of those. So that's the important thing to know. It's so interesting because, excuse me, so many of the gurus now, what do they talk about? They talk about the biggest and best investment you can make is in you.
That's right.
And yet we all think that means me as my business, me as, a parent, me as, which are all important, but no, it really means you. How do you invest in you so that you are not running from empty, but that you know how to clear yourself, release yourself so that you can rejuvenate? These are our human capacities to reuse, recycle, rejuvenate, regenerate, so that you know how to do those things to yourself. And you know what the greatest thing is? Then we can share these with our children. And they will get that training from however old they are now. We can share these with our friends so that as human beings, we really do start to evolve and realize that the human being is the missing part of the green movement. We look at our houses, we look at our stuff, we look at our cars. This is to look at you, right? Each one of us, and say, how can we learn how to be this evergreen, amazing, rechargeable human being?
That's beautiful. Gurutej, as usual, whenever we meet, whether it's a phone call or an interview, I'm always very moved. And it brings up so many incredible opportunities for me to hear you speak of this, because I think about the areas of my life where I want to empower more essence, where I want to stretch, where I want to create. And it's exciting for me jumping into this program and being a part of this and learning from you this new level of coming into my own life. And so, and I know it's exciting for other people as well. How can people connect with you on Empower Your Essence?
Really simple. It's right on the front page. The program is right on the front page of my website, which is just gurutej.com. GURUTEJ.com. And you can be there with me. And you'll get videos that you can listen to or watch. There's so many bonuses. I can't even go into it. It's like, when you look at it, you'll go, wow, okay, there's just a tremendous amount of stuff. You get all sorts of things. You get a copy, you get my flip charts, you get so many support tools that you can use in different ways. Because if somebody goes, oh my God, I don't have enough time. 1 to 3 minutes. Everybody's got 1 to 3 minutes. We waste more than that on YouTube and Facebook and everything else. 1 to 3 minutes these techniques are for, so that you can actually go, oh my God, and I promise you. And if you don't think you can feel differently in 1 to 3 minutes, okay, let's just do something super, super easy that you can do in this time. Okay, so I'm going to give you something. And I don't even think you've done this before, Mary, but you're just going to inhale a sound. Okay, this sound just means something we don't feel oftentimes, but if you're around really young children, they feel this often. And young children who are really happy go into ecstasy easily, right? It's like, oh, wow, that's so great, right? And then meanwhile, as adults, we're very proper and we're not doing any of that. So this will help you do that, because this sound current is Waheguru, which means, oh my God, I am so ecstatic, inside of this moment, right? I have a hawk that has come back and sits in my tree. It is a big dude. I live in Los Angeles, in the city. This hawk sits there, and he talks to me when I meditate in the morning. And hawks have this tiny little voice, and I'm like, at first I was like, I can't believe that is that hawk voice, but he talks to me. And then I go and I say hello to him, and we just have this, he's got this beautiful, he's big. I mean, he's like that big. And he's got this beautiful white chest, and he just sits there. This morning he must have been there for like 45 minutes. Wow. Anyway, he has his sound. I want to give you a sound that actually will, oh no. Okay, sorry, I lost you for a moment. My Google Calendar came up and was like, you need to be doing this. No, I really don't. I need to be here with you. That's what I'm doing. So this is beautiful. And you just take that sound and you go, why? And then you exhale. Okay, I'm going to tell you something else. If this sound is like too weird for you, you can do this with hallelujah. You can do this with any vast sound that you relate to. It's taking that sound and pulling it into you at this very slow rate and in a whisper, because a whisper is the language of lovers, right? You whisper when you tell a secret and it's intimate. So you're going to get intimate with the divine in yourself. So let's just do this 3 times and see what happens, okay? Close your eyes so that you can actually slow down and experience this, right? There's nothing to see. Mary and I will still be beautiful when you come back, as are you, all right? So just Now inhale deeply. Try to keep your chest relaxed and your shoulders relaxed. Hold that breath in. Just hold that breath in like it's the sacred thing that can feed you right now. And then just lovingly exhale and release everything inside of you out your nose that has been sitting on your heart and your head. Because now you've got more ecstasy. Okay. That was 3 times, right? Could you imagine if you did that for like 3 to 7 minutes? If you do it before you go to sleep, I promise you, you will have a much calmer, better, deeper sleep. We don't need more sleep. We need better sleep.
Thank you so much, Gurutej. That was a gift.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I want to remind everybody out there, you can find Gurutej at gurutej.com. That's GURUTEJ.com to find out more about Empower Your Essence. And Gurutej and I have decided to just keep doing these videos indefinitely, to keep teaching with each other. One of my goals and biggest passions is helping to support amazing teachers like Gurutej that have so much to share with us that can help us make that change in our life. So thank you so much for joining us, everybody. And I am Mary Adams, and you can find me on Facebook and Twitter at Mary Adams. You can find me at Empower Your Life Today and co-creatornetwork.com. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Gurutej.
Bless you. Thank you all.
Blessings. Thank you.
Sat Nam.